25th episode of Sports Avenue with Jim and Steve. We are your hosts, Jim and Steve, and today we're going to be talking about some MLB standings, the Home Run Derby, and we're going to talk about the NBA free agency.
Let's get after it, boys and girls. Podbean link in the description. If you just want to go ahead and search it, Sports Avenue with Jim and Steve.podbean.com. Also, big news. Website. Guess what it is, everyone? It is up and running. Now, mind you, it's still in development, so please, for the love of God, if you have suggestions, contact us. And you're going to find out how here in a moment. But look us up at sportsnuts.co. Sportsnuts.co. All one word. Follow us on Twitter at _SportsAvenue. Sportsnuts, the website, the brand, has a Twitter at officiallynutty. Facebook, Sports Avenue with Jim and Steve. Instagram, sports_avenue 440. Twitch, sports_avenue 440. As always, we have our Gmails. That is the preferred method of contacting us. sportsav440@gmail.com. And also sportsnuts440@gmail.com.
Do the deeds.
Contact us. Reach out. We love talking to you all. We have an ad we're going to go put up here sooner than later about reaching out to everybody, seeing if we can grab people who want to help us write and put content out there. Everybody who wants to learn and grow and be able to put something that you didn't think you had in you out there. That's how I got started in writing. I was terrified of letting people read anything I had to say or anything like that. It was a legitimate fear, and I had to get over that. And I found my love for it, and 6 months later, I'm starting a website. So that's where we're at. So please reach out to us yet again. Preferred method Gmail, sportsav440@gmail.com, sportsnuts440@gmail.com. Go ahead and reach out to us. Let us know. Talk to us about anything. Sports, topics. If you want to write for us, how you can help. We're all about it. Thank you.
Diving in.
Let's get after it.
The National Basketball Association.
NBA.
We didn't cover this last week because Kawhi was just sitting debating on where he should go, and now he made a move to go to LA, but not for the Clippers, not to the Lakers, the Clippers. And he takes a friend of his and one of the best, probably the top 10 players in the league, PG-13, or better known as Paul George. This move was
PG-13. I love it.
Was not PG-13. It was rated R.
It was triple X
because, well, it was a kick to the nuts, a kick in the nuts to LeBron.
Kick in the sports nuts.
Yeah.
Hey, LeBron, sit down, buddy.
You
suck.
The true winners are the fans of Staples Center who are going to be watching the top 4 players in the NBA playing every night in that arena. So, because they both play in Staples Center.
Yeah, that's right. They share the home court.
So, Staples is going to make a lot of its income through Clippers and Lakers games.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, with this trade and acquisition with Kawhi and Paul George, this is already the top team in the league, or one of the top teams in the league, in a matter of 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, I mean, without a doubt, hands down, that's big news, man. That is big news.
Because you're talking about two of the top two-way players in the sport. Paul George is known to be a great defensive player, as well as carrying on a great offensive prowess. Kawhi was mainly a defensive player, but he's been picking up his offensive production the last few years. As he won the finals.
Yes, like almost single-handedly. I mean, who was the big one? Pascal?
Yeah.
He helped, but
yeah, same with Lowry and all those guys, but he was
the kid. It was the Kawhi show.
Yeah. They lost, but in the trade with Paul George to the Clippers had to give up 2 players. Danilo Gallinari, who is a good scorer.
Jalen Rose reported 2 days before Kawhi was like, "Nah, I'm out of here," that he was going to re-sign with the Raptors.
Everyone was saying the Lakers and the Raptors, and the Clippers just come in and kick the door down.
They're like, nah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this happen. Kawhi, why don't you come on over here? By the way, we got Paul George.
I think
Kawhi
was
Kawhi waited for Paul George to move.
Well, he was like, hey, if you guys can bring Paul George or a star along, I'm coming here easily.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yep. They also lost Shai Gilgeous. Gilgeous.
Alexander. Oh my God, that was bad.
Sorry if you're listening to this.
Oh yeah, you're probably not, but geez, are we sorry?
Along with 4 unprotected first rounders and 1 protected first. So 5 first rounders are gone, and there's 2 swap picks. So if one does better than the other, they swap picks. So the Clippers will give up their best pick to the Thunder, as the Thunder take their one and they just swap. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. The Clippers, they lose a potential young star as Alexander made the All-Rookie team. But you also just got an MVP finalist from last year, and you got Kawhi Leonard, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
The Thunder are about to blow it up, as it seems, and they're going to rebuild once Russ gets traded. So stockpiling picks and acquiring this young talent is a good start. I actually like the Thunder because
I feel bad for him right now. How many MVPs have they drafted and developed and now had lost? 3?
Well, because Harden's won the MVP, Durant's won an MVP, Russ has won an MVP, Paul George was an MVP finalist.
And now Russ wants out of here.
Yeah, they're saying Miami's a potential team to go or destination.
For Russ? What's he gonna do in Miami?
Nothing.
Exactly.
But it would,
man, that would almost be an insult.
Well,
come to Cleveland, but we're not giving you any of our young talent.
But the Thunder, that's smart for the Thunder because they can send him to Miami and they'll get some good picks.
Yeah, they'll get a whole lot of good picks because they're gonna be garbage.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Don't get me.
It's not like the Heat are going to go in the finals though. Because
what kills me is
it's only Russell Westbrook and Jimmy Butler. That's the only 2 guys there.
Unpopular opinion. Paul George was only an MVP finalist because of Russ.
They had a good starting lineup. They really did. Dennis Schroeder was good.
Schroeder's underrated.
Yeah,
Schroeder is underrated. He's a solid shooting guard. But he really excels as coming off the bench.
He's also
because he can run a team. He did it. Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have, him, Russ. Then Paul George, Steven Adams.
Adams is underrated.
Yeah, I mean they had a solid team. It's just
agree.
they weren't built for the long term. They just didn't have enough depth pieces.
I mean, and you have to look back and you have to understand, or not understand, but ask yourself how much of that was Russ. How much of that was actually Russ just saying, "Oh, no, I got it."
I don't know because I don't play with them.
I mean, really. So, I mean, that's my question. That's my.
But if he goes, I feel like the Thunder, if they trade him to Miami, it's a win for them because they get good picks, and it's not like the Heat are becoming finalists. They'll make the playoffs, but they're not going to be premier. They'll be like a 4th, 3rd, 5th seed maybe in the East.
Who?
The Heat, if they get Russ.
You're telling me.
But
you said 5th? All right, I'll take 5th.
5th, like 4th, 5th in the middle.
I can understand 5th. Yeah.
Cause,
that's all right. Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's not like I said, the East isn't as strong.
That's fair. That's all right. I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. And the Thunder, again, they get a lot of draft picks, young talent that's undeveloped. I mean, they're getting what they want. Then the Heat get another guy that can play and fill up the stands.
All right. I mean, okay. All right. I could see that, but I mean, that's not, if you're Miami, we'll be 5th seed, or even if they could probably grab an 8th, but.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you're going to fall, especially in the East, if you're going to fall, that's not what you want. Right? That's the point of all these teams, is to try and have the best team. Or at least the one built for the long haul, like the Bucks were.
Yeah.
The Bucks, nobody saw the Bucks coming out as the top team.
Because no one expected Giannis to be as good as he is now.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think anybody gave him the credit he deserved. Giannis was always destined to be.
Well, yeah, because if you look at him and his athleticism, I mean, again, it was just about honing in and figuring out his strengths and developing them. Again, he doesn't have much of a jump shot yet.
No, but
he doesn't need one at the moment. But like, eventually, he's going to need one to win, championships.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I think if he would have had a jump shot, it would have helped propel them in to the finals.
Yeah.
So,
if not winning it,
yeah, I think they would have stacked up really well with what was inevitably the downfall of Golden State.
Yeah, at least a dynasty. I mean, the Warriors are still going to be competitive.
Yeah, but I mean, because
they're not.
They brought back Clay.
But the thing is, you
still got.
You got D'Lo. You got D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and I think that was a great pickup.
Yeah,
I mean, come on,
that's 3 scores right there.
In my opinion, D'Lo should be your point.
I mean, they're going to have Steph at point then. I mean, D'Angelo Russell.
Steph he's not a point. He's a shooter.
But he can also pass the ball, though.
Sure. So what? Shooters can pass. He
D'Angelo
shoots
Russell
more than he dishes.
Yeah, Russell does the same thing. He's better at shooting, though. He's a pure shooter. Steph can at least pass the ball and play the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
That's why I say Russell's better off as playing maybe a small forward. He's that big. Because he's taller. I think I'm not sure if he's shorter than Clay. So Clay can play the 3. Then
Clay will play 3.
Like we said last week.
Clay will play a 3, and he's a good D guy.
Yeah.
And then what's his face? Loudmouth.
Draymond.
Yeah, that guy.
But, I mean, and now I think they just need to develop depth now because I think they have the ability to. Well, actually, I don't know between spending Clay and.
Because didn't Draymond get a max a couple years ago?
I don't know of a max, but he probably got a lot of money, and Russell got a 4-year 140 something too. So yeah, I don't know how much money they have to spend, but they needed to build depth because Clay's not coming back until the end of next year. If not the year after, because he tore his ACL. So there's a problem right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they don't have any depth players coming off, because you lost Iggy because you traded him for cap space to sign Russell.
Yep.
So losing that, I guess that guy that come off the bench and play the second man or the second team and be that, I guess, the igniter. Kind of hurts them, but if they can develop if they can develop some young talent that they do have, and just use what they have, I mean, they're still making the playoffs somehow, but it's not a guaranteed lock that you're going to see the Warriors in the finals.
I really hope not.
I mean, I'd be shocked.
This
next year is definitely going to be a testament to see if Kerr's a legit coach or not, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now, he has 4 guys for sure that can play on his team, and the rest are ifs. I mean, Kevin Looney's not a bad center, but again, it's...
Yeah, but
yeah.
It all comes back to a whole lot of what ifs and a whole lot of is he that good? I necessarily don't think that he is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Personally. But what I do think is he has a whole lot of talent that can teach around him.
Yeah.
And I think that you really need to lean on your veterans. And you got to lean on the guys that have gotten you there and have won you the finals.
Yeah, you're...
Time and time again. You've been called, a dynasty by almost everybody in sports media.
Yeah.
I think that you need to recognize that, and you need to recognize that you're primarily there not because of your coaching.
No, it was the pure talent that they had.
I think, people, the Cavs won 2016, Ty Lue. No. Ty Lue cried. I watched that game the other day. I'm not ashamed to say it. I rewatched the whole game. Game 7. The block, the shot. I rewatched all of it. You want to know why Ty Lue cried on that bench? And he sobbed, and he sobbed, and he sobbed. Because he knew he was about to get hella paid. And he did.
For nothing.
For nothing. Nothing. There you go, NBA. Offseason has been great. has been fantastic so far.
Yeah, because I mean, even though the West is just loaded at this point.
But I think, being able to really see where everybody lands, see how everything really, truly, truly plays out.
Yeah.
On all the moves that were made.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's then being...
KD, you won't... The
Nets.
The Nets, they won't know what their team looks like for an entire season.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
So, I mean, yeah, great. You got KD. Awesome! So who cares? He's literally on crutches or in a wheelchair for a good while.
Well, he took an injury that in the NBA is like one of the worst.
Yeah, it's one of the worst. It's one of the most difficult to come back. Kobe couldn't do it. KD's 32. Kobe was 34, I think, when he ripped his. I mean, does it really matter? I don't think so, because I personally think Kobe's better than KD. I think Kobe was a better athlete. I think
he was a better winner.
I think Kobe just knew how to get it done. KD just kind of complained. Kobe just went out and ripped your face off and then wore it, and then won the game with it on, and then gave it back to you after he wiped his bum with it. So that's what Kobe was. Kobe was just a freaking predator, man.
Yeah. Seeing how KD comes back is the question.
Yeah, because if you sat there and gave him a max contract and the dude's hobbling for, I mean, into the beginning of next year. And then he's got to shake that rust off. I just, man, I don't know. If it's true that the Nets didn't offer him a max because of the injury, I don't blame them.
The Knicks, not the Nets.
I'm sorry, the Knicks. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
And they spent their money. Granted, they didn't get top tier players. They just
No, they didn't.
They just got middle tier guys, quality guys. That's what they...
Oh my god, it's so bad.
That's what I'm saying. But
if I'm a Knicks fan, Stephen A., I don't like the man. I've never seen a sports fan so upset in my entire life. And you know what he was? He was a Browns fan for the last 20 years. That's what the emotion... You see his face?
Oh, yeah.
You see that face? Every single person... You know how many times I've been to a Browns game and I see a person wear that damn jersey that's got all them... It's got a couch jersey on, but it's got all them names crossed off.
Since then.
And you know how much that hurts? But how true it is? You saw that emotion on Stephen A.'s face. You saw the emotion of a Browns fan desperate to try and find
it's just
anything.
The Knicks can make the playoffs with the roster they have because it is the East. It's just they're not going to win a title anytime soon.
No, you'll sneak in at a lower seed.
Yeah, but that's it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's it. Woo, we made the playoffs. Who cares? It's nothing. It's meaningless. That's what the bottom 4 spots of the playoffs are on the East anyway right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. You're nothing. You don't deserve to be there, in my opinion. My opinion. So, anyway.
So what's supposed to be the main part of the show, or the main portion?
Yeah, well, we kind of blew through that one.
Because the first half of the MLB season is officially over.
It's over.
All-Star break is here in our hometown, Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, man, home run derby's tonight. Oh, geez, we're going to have to...
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Well, you know what? All-Star game. All-Sstar week. Guess where it is?
Like I said,
you just said it. Hometown, baby. Cleveland, Ohio. By the way, the river stinks. Don't go near it. It is bad.
do not swim in Lake Erie.
Oh my God. Well, Lake Erie's pretty gross, but the river going through Cleveland's disgusting.
Just be careful if you're flying in and...
God, it's awful. Be safe. Stay safe.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy it. Have fun. Don't be dumb. Don't do what I wouldn't do.
Should be a good All-Star game.
But we're gonna talk a little bit of MLB stuff real quick. It's mostly Tribe stuff, so get over yourselves. Indians fought back within 5.5 games. They were down 11.
They did what they were supposed to do.
They did everything that we said that they should do, needed to do, and would do, and they're right there. Jimmy, are you gonna buy or sell this team right now?
I'd buy in, but cautiously.
What are you gonna buy? Define cautiously.
Looking at the teams, Boston's eventually going to get hot.
Boston's due. Boston's going to make that push. Right now, Cleveland's sitting at the second wild card spot.
Yeah, Boston, Tampa, Oakland are the 3 teams, as well as Cleveland. I mean, it's clear that Cleveland needs to start loading up on power bats. I don't care if they hit for 200, but if they hit 40 homers, great. I mean, seriously, you need those guys that just either they strike out or hit bombs.
They just got rid of Martin.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to power guy,
no.
but I'm saying that's what he did.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I get okay.
I'm saying a guy that hits like Edwin type stuff. He doesn't.
Well, yeah, and they let him go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which I don't.
I mean,
guess where he's at? He's in New York.
Yeah, he is
for nothing. He went next to nothing.
He did. He went for like nothing.
A pitching prospect.
Yeah.
People are saying that we should trade Bauer over Hand.
I think that's incredibly stupid.
I don't think
Why?
So. I think it's the other way around.
If you're gonna do something, you dish Kluber,
but no one's
dish Cookie. Well, with the leukemia thing, I think you gotta buy. If you're the Tribe, you gotta buy. You gotta buy. You have plenty of prospects. I'm not saying you dish any of them.
Not the ones that are on the roster right now.
No,
not any.
But you got to look at something. Your starting pitching got demolished this year, and somehow you're on a 6-game winning streak.
I think that
somehow you fought back, and you literally cut your deficit in half.
But it's not even like, I feel like even if you get rid of Bauer or you get rid of just a starting pitcher alone, you could still deal with the loss.
I don't think if you lose a talent like Bauer, you're going to recover. You gonna bring up Plesac again? You're gonna hope that he fills half that void? I don't think he does.
He's not the strikeout guy like Bauer.
No, he's not, and that's a problem.
I don't care if he doesn't allow
you
people
need
to score.
K's. That's why this rotation has been so dominant.
But the problem is Bauer he strikes out a lot of people, but
he gives up a lot of dingers.
He's
pitched. God, does he give up a lot of home runs?
His control, it's been his control,
which is so weird for him.
His control's always been his problem. Last year he got his control underhand, but
for a year, and then he brings in this changeup or whatever this year. What was it? He added something, and then he just goes to it so much.
He just needs to throw his fastball, his curve, and maybe a 2-seamer or whatever else he throws. He doesn't need to throw anything.
Slider. He didn't have a slider.
He's got one of the best curveballs in baseball.
Yeah, his curveball's gross.
It's like Kershaw.
God, you see that? You see that string and bang.
But the reason why his motion and Kershaw's are so overhand that it has that 5-level drop that.
It's so good.
That's what I'm saying. It's more based off his motion rather than the spin itself because of how he comes up overhand so much.
So to be clear, you're buying, but you're going to buy cautiously. I don't think that this current roster is going to make it to the playoffs.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. I think one of the guys on the Padres, like I was telling you, that they have 25 home runs.
I agree, but who do you give up for that? A starting pitcher.
I think
you have to give up a starter. The Padres starters are they're awful.
Well, I was going to say because
they're bad. That's why they're not in contention.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give up a starter. All right, so say you give up Bauer. Say you clear. Say the Indians decide to sell wholesale. Boom, blow it up. Say they dish Kluber, Cookie, and Bauer. And you could arguably say you grab both those prospects. You grab both those guys.
You grab Renfroe and Reyes.
Yep. Who do you say? Who has to suffer? Your starting pitching, Bieber becomes your ace.
But he's basically been that all year.
Which is true, which isn't bad.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, he restarted. He was a rookie last year, and now he's anchoring a starting rotation.
Yeah, he really is. So
that's what I'm saying.
So he's legit.
He's been the only consistent.
Clevenger is a good 2 guy or a 3.
Clevenger, when he's on, he's a great 2 or 3.
Clevenger, when he's on, he's a great 2. When he's on, he's just to start the season.
Yeah,
you could have with Kluber getting out. You could have argued he was your ace. He was killing it.
Yeah, and then I think you would have been.
And now he's afraid to get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. He's coming back from that injury. He struggled with.
He's afraid to get hurt.
Yeah, he's just off. He's just off.
Yes.
And I think if he was on and didn't get hurt, the problems with Bauer wouldn't even be a discussion right now. No. You could say sell Bauer right now. I guarantee you Bauer would have been traded by now if Clevenger wasn't.
Didn't Bauer come out and say, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Trevor Bauer fan. I
liked Bauer.
I love this man.
My only problem is his control.
His control, and I think he already came out and said he's not going to sign anything other than 1-year deals with the Tribe for now. Which kind of pisses me off. But, in that case, I don't know why he hasn't been traded. Why haven't... you're going to hold on to him for 1 year? Hopefully you get to the playoffs, which you might do. Or you dish him to the Padres, where he probably won't get to the playoffs.
Maybe.
Where he might get to the playoffs.
You're
not going to see him because you won't make it without him anyway. I mean, what? So you can call up Plesac. Who was that kid? The Nicovelli, or who was that kid?
Savali.
You know, we actually watched him pitch in over in Lake County for the Captains. You realize that?
Did we really?
Yeah, we watched him toss. That was cool.
I like
it. Was last year. It was really cool, but
Savali's not going to be more than like a 4 or 5 man for right now,
which is fine.
Again,
but I mean, your rotation's got 2 rookies in it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, because you'd have to call it Plesac.
And the problem is that their second half of the schedule is so grueling. They're facing top tier teams the rest of the way.
And you either need your pitching, you're either going to buy, or you're going to
you're selling pitching, or you're either selling pitching or you're buying bats. I mean,
and
seriously,
how are you going to buy those power bats without selling the pitching? You don't. I don't think you do. I really, really don't.
It's a bad situation because it's not like your rookies. You're trying to hope that they just come alive.
But you can't
expect that.
If you sit there from a fan standpoint, you dish Bobby Bradley, you dish Oscar Mercado, Greg Allen, Tyler Naquin. Who else is great that's coming up right now? You dish any of those guys, you're gonna piss off all your fans.
Because there's actually a lot of potential with this team.
There is a ton of potential. Bobby Bradley is going to be your everyday first baseman next year.
In a year or two?
I think next year Bobby Bradley's your everyday.
If you don't resign Santana, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Santana for $20 million. I honestly think he's dealt in the offseason. Personally, I don't think you're going to keep him on for another $20 million.
What you're saying, a signing trade?
No, because this is his second year. He's got a whole nother year next year.
I thought this was his only.
Nope.
I thought it was his.
Santana's got a whole nother season. I think they trade him off next year, and I think that's because it's money. They brought him back for jerseys this year, All-Star game, blah, blah, blah. If you rework a contract, I'm good with that. I think Santana's had a legitimate career year.
Yeah, he's hitting great.
He's proven without a doubt he is not just I'm going to get walks guy. I'm going to get on base. I'm going to belt runs.
He's been the offense.
I'm going to carry the team, and I can do it. Get on my back. Let's go.
What he's been for the offense is what Bieber's been for the pitching.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Single-handed, undoubted, I'm going to do this. Let's do it. And he did.
And he has.
And you know what? Frankie came in after injury, and he's helped out a lot. J-Ram's been non-existent. I would almost sell low on J-Ram. Get him out of there.
No, the only thing is he's got a great contract, so if he does get hot,
it's great to keep him around, but don't keep him at third.
Again, that's the problem.
Move him to second. Kipnis is gone after this year. I almost promise that he's not going to retire. But if they sign him to a contract, all you're going to do is waste money.
And
he's not a bad player, but he should not be an everyday second baseman.
No.
Not with his lack of.
Well, the thing is, they do have 2 guys that played in the Futures game yesterday. Nolan Jones is the 46th top prospect, third baseman. We saw him at the Captains game last year. He rocked a double. I remember.
That's right.
And they have Daniel Johnson, who they got in that trade for Yan Gomes from the Nationals, who was playing in the spring training, which I almost thought he was playing. Because I don't know if he started with the team straight up out of the spring training, but again, those 2 guys, I think Johnson plays second base, and Nolan Jones plays third. Jones
can make the transition to second.
Well, Jones is going to play third. He's tall and he has an arm.
Most of those guys that are in the infield have the athleticism to be able to do that.
But the thing but Jones is still a year out. He's still in
and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with waiting. I don't want to rush anybody. All I'm saying is moves are going to be made because they have to. I want to keep Santana. After this year, I've always been a big fan, but I haven't been such a huge believer per se.
Yeah.
I think he's worth it. After this year, yeah, he's worth $20 million. He has shown single-handedly, okay, yeah, we can pay him. So he may be here.
Yeah.
But Kipnis won't. If he is, he's going to be signed on a veteran minimum, or he should. And then, okay, conversation over. Bobby Bradley should be your number 1, day 1 first baseman.
Yeah, and just keep developing these guys.
Yes,
I think
because that's what you need. Mercado, we said it at the beginning of the season, should have been with the team.
And he's showing why.
Should have, exactly. Oh, he's on a slump. Duh. Shut up.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
So what? Everybody goes on slumps.
Yeah.
Everybody.
As long as it's not like...
Frankie was on an 0 for... what was it, 0 for 16 or something? Who cares? It's Frankie. You know what he did? Yeah, I think he belted 2 dingers that game.
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm sorry. So, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem. I think the Indians should start building for the future as all these teams are trying to win now.
I agree.
Because you have the talent.
Yep.
I mean, eventually it's
you have the young talent. And it's not going... It has the potential to give you building blocks.
Yeah, Jones is, 20?
Yeah.
Mercado's 20-something.
Yeah. Bobby Bradley's not old. He's in his young 20s.
Hold on. Let's look.
You about to look this up real quick?
Yeah.
A live look here, people.
Bieber's 24. He's the ace.
Bieber's about to be the face of the tribe here in 2 seasons. Kluber is not... I think you need to... I hate to say it, man, because I love Corey Kluber. And Carlos Carrasco. But with Cookie with cancer... And Kluber with a robotic arm now. Oh, that's right. Home Run Derby's on. Shucks. All right, we have to wrap this up here, people. Find his age there, kid.
He's 23.
23. Bobby Bradley's 23. He's about to be the face of the tribe, too. Man.
When you look at Bobby Bradley...
He's a people guy, too, man.
Well, Bobby Bradley looks like a tank. He should be smoking bombs.
He is.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that dude looks... I saw him in spring training, and he looks like a tank.
He's a tank. He's just...
That's what I'm saying.
He's a thick one.
You have the pieces in place that you will be able to contend in a few years.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Blow it up now.
All right, so you're saying sell.
I think so. I mean,
you sell now, even after everything you did. Sell high.
I think so with the pieces that you have.
So what do you sell? Do you sell Hand? Is Hand and Bauer.
Yeah, those I think
your bullpen's good enough to where somebody can fill the closer role, and I think people can make that adjustment.
There's a reason
I think you bring Plesac back up to be a long reliever.
But what's crazy to me is that the bullpen
or Cervelli or whoever the other kid was.
Yeah, the bullpen has a bunch of no names. Like,
oh my God, Nick Whitgren. You and I were talking about this earlier.
I've been impressed. I'm
super impressed by this guy.
Yeah,
Nick Goody's not bad. Clippard for what, 36?
Yeah, he's
wheeling.
Yeah.
Simber's legitimate. I don't know about closer, but Simber's a great setup guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I would almost like to see him get some more time and work in.
He's like a Joe Smith because he's at sidearm.
Joe Smith's legit too. I miss Joe Smith, but
Oliver Perez, he's that guy lefty that just come. If they trade Hand,
make Ollie the closer
because you keep that lefty in at ninth.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's not like he's bad either. He does pretty well for
Ollie's
his role.
Pretty solid. Yeah, he is. I mean, yeah, for what it is, yeah, you really can't deny that.
And your future is bright. I mean,
so blow it up now. If you dish Bauer, you can get decent quality. You dish Hand and Bauer, you're gonna get
the only
really solid.
The only problem is that Frankie. I mean, what do you do at the end of the day with Frankie?
You don't. At that point, if you're gonna blow it up, you're blowing it up big, and you're making call ups of guys that are not ready.
That's what I was saying all along. You just start.
They're not ready.
You say Tito just saying, just start calling up all these guys.
And that's what they've been doing.
And it's kind of worked.
It has worked.
It's helped.
It actually has.
These guys aren't the long-term solution right now, but they're playing Band-Aids on and off.
Honestly, I mean, I think Mercado's going to be your center fielder for forever.
Plezak's going to end up...
I think Plesac will be a nice mid-rotation guy.
Yeah.
If Bobby Bradley isn't the first baseman next year, there's a problem. My opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Jake Bowers, I think he's about a year out.
I think
he's all these guys.
Year. All these guys are raw. That's the thing. Mercado's doing good, but he's still raw.
If you want to keep Bowers, I mean, by keep him, I mean in the starting, with up the lineup guys.
I mean, with Bradley being your first baseman,
he's got to be your left fielder, and I don't think. I mean, he's okay defenseman, but he's not. I don't think he's much of an outfielder. I think you try him at third.
Maybe.
I think you try him at third.
That's what I'm saying. If you sell, I think you have enough young talent to.
Or you try him at second, and you let Kip walk.
No, because I think Bowers has a good enough arm that I think you need him at more of an outfielder or third baseman position. That's why I think.
I don't know how you can test athleticism, but I think you try him at third. You move J-Rim back to second.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is obviously next year talk, but. If you blow it up now, I think you blow everything up.
And you already extended Tito, so I mean he has all these pieces to use for next.
Let him do it.
He's shown he can do it.
Yes, let him do it. All-Star game predictions, real quick. We're hoping that Bieber gets an inning and Hand closes. That would be sweet.
Hand has to close to win, so.
Has to close. Anyway,
So-
NL stacked. They're stacked with power. They have all the power in the world.
I mean, yeah, the power, the amount of power, if you even in their reserves alone, is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Like Josh Bell and Pete Alonso have a combined 57 home runs, and they're both the reserves for the team. Just
that's
saying.
disgusting. You know, but throughout the season, Bell's on pace to, you said, to hit 100 plus extra base hits. That's disgusting.
That's what MLB tonight.
That's
And
gross.
the network said they're saying like Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth territory. He might be entering if he finishes the year how he started.
That's gross. Michael Brantley,
He's
guess where he is?
He's
starting in the outfield.
Welcome home.
We missed you, buddy. The AL, we've decided it has the better pitching, but the NL is absolutely superior with the batters.
I mean, if you look at the teams like as a whole, NL is just much better.
I think so too. I think so.
I mean,
absolutely
like
think so.
the three outfielders for the NL alone makes the team look so good.
It's
Acuna, Bellinger, and Yelich. Like
So-
three of
oh my
three.
God.
I mean, that's like 90 home runs combined among those
That's
guys.
disgusting.
Almost.
The AL, we're hoping they compete. They should compete.
It should be a good game, I
But
think.
the NL is gonna.
If the AL if the AL gets behind early, it could be a really ugly.
it's gonna be a bloodbath. So the NL, we have the NL to win it. But there you go. That's it. That is our show. We really hope you enjoyed it. For the love of God, please do not forget to reach out to us. Contact us. Gmails. sportsav440@gmail.com. sportsnuts440@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you.
Good day.